a Kufra versus a Cho, a classic matchup in the row.
Speaking of classic, I'm really excited to see how they will counter out each other because they could actually cancel or actually force an error rather against a Kufra. So looking at the XP laners, it's also interesting because Nats is really known for this usual here, right? He's a different type of, not a beast, but different type of dragon.
Yeah,
I would say, if he's
like
using that hero.
I like that you pointed that out because, oh, hold on. Already the aggression coming through on the top side. They're going to be in trouble. Aqua trying to help Nats. Oh, Super Fritz will fall. It's
told
a 1-for-1.
Look at the sustain, my guy! It was an early 2v2. They got bursted first, but he just went shot energy. And my guy.
Yep, just when we said that he's a different type of dragon. I mean, what I'm saying is that aside from the other players that uses Yuzhong, the instincts of Nats is really top tier when he uses this hero. So looking at the things right now, it's just aggression and aggression and aggression for both. Okay. So Shun was gonna be the kit here for Yoshino to somehow bait Light on committing errors.
Now bottom lane. RSG has to keep an eye on Emma. The last time that they gave Emma a minimal space, it wasn't really good for them. So Onic right now will be trying to match that the moment that they see more action down bot. The 12 seconds, Light going in for nets, Purify 10 seconds. First turtle of the game. Nice. What do you think? Who has the edge at this point?
Well, the edge, I mean, for the most part, it's pretty much even, you know? And now that you have kind of seen how aggressive both the teams want to be, that's kind of what we expected and what we're thinking for game number 3. Now this first turtle of the game is up here. Irad's going to go ahead and start up. Nat's going to go ahead and into the dragon form, trying to push them back the best he can. Penalty zone comes through. It's Ryzen securing the turtle. And now the Netherrealm there too. Irad falls alongside Naz. And Onic Philippines comes out swinging in that first turtle fight.
First, it was an on-point, let's say, prediction for Onic as to where RSG will be coming from before the team, and at the same time, Nat's Black Dragon form isn't really on point during that moment because it went 2 seconds, 3 seconds prior landing. Wait.
They might actually want to keep fighting this.
Okay.
Onic Philippines stay a little bit longer. Ryzen will go down. Aqua grabs the kill. Light. Oh man, the revenge! I think that was the revenge strike that got him down.
That was the revenge strike, and the thing about the revenge strike is usually it gets people off guard, but down mid.
Okay.
Yeah, Aqua should be fine. Confident enough. Yeah,
of course.
Confident enough to recall.
Yeah, but again, Super Friends, we've mentioned the potential. Okay.
You okay? You weren't.
Okay. Can I finish my sentence now?
Go for it.
Okay.
Go for it.
Anyway, what was
I was
thinking again? Anyway, out of middle lane, so this is a nice matchup between Aqua and Super Friends because usually Faramis versus Valentina, it's always the Valentina that has the upper hand in terms of pressuring the other one. So it is a different story here. Again, for Super Friends, so it's just the Shadow Stampede over Shadow Stampede against Aqua. So for RSG, they just really have to look forward on Super Friends' position and at the same time Yoshino's position.
And the positioning coming in from Onic will be crucial for the second Lord, or rather, the second turtle of the game. But Light looking for nets.
Purify again. As long as he's got it, he's fine.
He's fine.
Nothing but nets.
Nothing but nets. The only people that get scared whenever that happens are people who doesn't have the same mentality as nets, you know? Same animal, different beast, whatever Kobe Bryant says, you know?
Not even flinch for the guy. Okay, I have Purify. But anyway, for RSG, as part of their strategy, they're forcing out nets to not have the Purify prior to team fight.
Okay, they might just go ahead and secure the cell of the turtle here. Gem gonna be in trouble. There's another realm though. Navs now use the dragon form, looking for the knockup, trying to find one with the dragon. They're gonna be in trouble though as Light falls. They have their own nether realm as well, trying to salvage the situation. Super Friends goes in with the nether realm and the stampede, able to drag them back, but no follow-up. That was a great potential setup for them.
Yup, against Super Friends on those on points usage of skills, went in for the Netherrealm. And by the way, Aqua did the same but was actually stopped by Onic Philippines. So Onic is now at 2.1k gold.
Yeah,
Again,
and that was such a long team fight
Yep.
with only one conversion, one actual conversion, and that just goes to show the team fight prowess that these people have. RSG right now still trailing by 2,000. They're trying to look for their next big play, but the only thing that's working out for them is that Aqua is actually having a great game, a 2-0 mid laner right now. Meanwhile, for Onic, they are still rocking. I think Super Prince is equally having a great game, but you could feel like Gem is having the best of times
Oh,
here.
yeah.
3-0-2 on this Turisla.
perfect KDA actually for Gem. Again, regardless if... wait,
Oh.
wait. There's another
Wow.
play.
Already going to go in with the Winter Dragon. Irad going to be in trouble. Couple hits away. Scoots out of there. Trying to bob and weave. Can't get out, though. Mega kill for Gem. Having a massive game on this Turisla. And they're feeling it here for Onic Philippines.
The synergy is just there for Onic. They see that the way of the dragon for Yoshinu, then the pull for Super Prince just to give the potential care for Nets, just to be around the area. Anyways, it's 2.68 gold lead for Onic, and what they're doing is just giving away or giving enough space for Nets for this game.
Onic, right now, they are doing the right place at the right time, and it does take quite the skill to know that if you're up against a lot of playmakers in RSG. And when we're talking about playmakers, every one of them actually do things like this, but Knox does go down. 0-3 on this Yuzong. The early game pressure destroyed his capabilities as the Dragon.
Just, you know, in lane after lane, Onic Philippines finding moments. Emon to get dragged with a Stampede, but will have to be forced to go back, heal up here. They're going to lose resources now in their side of the base, or this side of the map for RSG.
I really like how Super Prince actually plays the Promise because it's more of an aggressive type of Promise with the Shadow Stampede. And look at the items, so we have Dominance Ice already for Gem and even for Yoshino. By the way, Yoshinu's doing a great job in terms of rotating. And whenever there's someone that doesn't have a teammate beside him, he wants or he goes for that way of the Dragon. As to why Nets is now at 5.2k gold, so probably one of the very, very aggressive Onic plays that we are seeing.
Gem taking a bit of damage there, but a lot of sustain coming in from this Turisla. Now Yoshinu threatening to make a play here. Might just suffer just a bit.
Oh, that was
Very
close.
aggressive. Doing what they have to do, though. You know, for the most part, Onic Philippines knows that they have this advantage, they have this lead. They might as well play around with it. And Chantel put it very well there. Yoshinu finding a lot of his own angles, right? Whether he's utilizing the flicker with the way of the dragon or not, he's a lot of those setups. And then, same thing, Super Prince has been very aggressive with the Stampede initiations, whether that's with flicker or not. And that's what's working so well for Onic Philippines here.
And I gotta say, Gem, 100% kill participation with Yoshinu. They've been fighting non-stop just to give Nets a comfortable space to farm up.
Yeah.
And now that we're looking at a Lord at 20 seconds about to spawn, that's the first Lord of the game. I do feel like Onic holds the advantage in terms of damage just because of the gold lead and the way that they're playing.
Okay, so speaking of the way they're playing, for the side of Onic, they're just more on the safe side, more like of an insurance plan, since even for Ryzen, he already has the Guardian Helmet, even for this first Lord of the game. So again, Yoshinu used by the way of the Dragon. So it would take a lot of time for the cooldown, but probably this is going to be a long Lord dance for both.
Yeah, and, it's going to be quite the Lord dance, but Light already jumps in.
Oh, Gem goes in with the penalty zone, able to get out their own Nether Realm. Still going to be pressing the situation. Immortality going to be bombed. Light going to be in trouble. Nets grabs the kill. Now Naz trying to stay in the front for them. They know they're down a Light. It's crucial that they don't overcommit towards this. But Onic Philippines might just know we've got this Lord.
And they're going to secure it. First Lord of the game going to the hands of Onic as RC tries for a cross-map play by immediately rotating topside. It's going to be negated the moment that the Faramis and the Cho do find that minion wave. It's not even going to reach the turrets, and so far Onic has been very stellar in finding fights when it matters.
Yep, and actually they're very, very confident in terms of team fight. Even at that last team fight prior this Lord taking, So also why Nets is just standing there dealing damage or doing massive damage against RSG. So it's 4.8k gold for Onic Philippines. Now RSG is a bit struggling in terms of the team fight or the initiation because Yoshino is just all over the place. I mean, vision-wise, it's just Yoshino bringing information to the rest of his teammates, just standing there, and that's just destroying the turret at the middle lane.
Yeah, and that's the turret already going down for the hands of Nets. And looking at the items here, the Irithel is actually quite already, I think, 4 or 5 items in already. Does have the damage in case they need it, but compared to the Bruno, already with the Malefic Roar, it's a big difference in terms of damage.
And speaking of damage, the particular player that should find rather the damage dealer, which is Nets, should be Nats.
Nets and Nats here, still focusing on these turrets. Onic Philippines taking the discipline round. They're happy with the tier 2 falling. So even with that first floor, they're able to get more space to work around the map here. Light trying to set up in position as well. Gotta keep an eye on him. Onic Philippines now knows they're going to go for that purple buff. Light gets the information, and they're going to have to give that one up as well.
I gotta say, Yoshino's been spamming those recalls and RSG emotes. He's trying to get under the skin of RSG. But if I know Light, he's the last guy to be affected by those types of TPs. Like, he's quite calm.
Very calm and collected.
But he
has a
knows
menacing stare.
He has a menacing stare. He knows how to have fun, and he's a regular season MVP. You know, it's really hard to get under the skin of those types of people. Well, not unless you're OEB, of course. OEB is a hothead.
And even Kelra.
And, you know, Kelra's matured a bit. I gotta say.
Oh, yeah.
Guy's matured now. You know, and speaking of matured players, I do have to say Onic has matured quite well throughout the regular season. We're seeing them succeed, and right now they're succeeding with a 6k gold lead. If they win this game, they're going to extend their win streak to 5.
That's exactly what I was thinking as you were building into that, you know? And if they cap this one out, momentum is going to be riding in their favor, especially, again, their second seed right now, right, for the most part. And they're really trying to keep that, I guess, lead in terms of points for the second half of the regular season here.
And to add on to that, let's not forget that this is a different type of lineup from the last players or for the last main 5 that played, where Onic won 2. So if you are up against Onic, if they win this match, anyone that sits or plays for the team is somehow unpredictable because we don't know anymore who's gonna be who and what's gonna be what for Onic.
Yeah.
What is what and who is who?
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. They're like a mystery box.
That's just how Onic is right now. They're dominant. They're unpredictable. One of the apex predators of the league. And Onic now securing the first Luminous Lord. 13 minutes in with a 6k gold lead. They could potentially clear out the inhibitor turrets, or best case scenario, they could secure the game. But RSG, they do have the wave clear, so it's going to be really hard for Onic to just push through.
Speaking of wave clear, actually someone could be in front of this Lord. But this is what Ilan's doing. But, there might be a jump on Onic's side.
They're going to push this one in. Keep an eye on Gem, too. It's either going to be Gem or Yoshinu that goes for the initiation. Lord is taken care of, though, just fine. RSG holds on to the base turret in the middle lane as well. Yoshinu planting himself there on their side of the wall. He's going to poke down quite a bit. That's one thing they have to do is respect the damage from RSG. They can't put the pressure just yet.
No more Mega Minions, and that means Onic. They might either just press this issue further or move out. Either way, it's risky, but looks like they're going to go back instead. Onic Philippines, they weren't able to secure any inhibitor turrets, and I feel like that's the issue. When you don't have much range, you don't have much endgame.
Yep, and speaking of range, even their tanker actually, even if Yoshin is doing a great job, it is very, very difficult to go up against a Kufra whenever the Kufra is just around their base. So it's one problem for Onic if they want to finish this game. So as long as RSG is able to defend this 3 inhibitor turrets, it would be very nice for them because the damage of Emma will spike by then, and probably we will come to a point wherein the initial items won't really matter, like around 60k total gold for both. But yeah, we're just waiting for the perfect setup play from a Light. But with the movement of Yoshin, it's as if he's predicting or he knows where the other players are.
Yeah, and I gotta say, it's almost complete items for the Irithel at this point, only waiting for the Wind Nature. Meanwhile, for the side of Bruno, already completed items, unless, of course, he's gonna sell his boots over here and turn it into some steel leg plates. That's gonna be a decision he has to make later on. But right now, locked item for the side of the Bruno, which means Onic has peak damage 15 minutes in.
Yep, speaking of big damage, even for Super Friends, he already has the Holy Crystal. So again, we said that this is an aggressive Faramis type of play for Super Friends. So the Shadow Stampede is being used as an initiation. Even the Ghost Bursters, like it really pops against, it bursts against RSG.
Yeah.
It's in the name.
It's in the name.
And, you know, with that, the crazy thing about all this is that we're the 16-minute mark. There's quite a substantial lead for Onic Philippines, but like they cannot even get into the base just yet, right? So what we resolve to is pretty much these Lord fights. And really it just seems like RSG is more comfortable defending in their base than really letting it slip through their hands in a Lord dance, a Lord fight, right? So looks like they're going to go ahead and just give this one up in the hands of Onic Philippines once again and get ready for the defense here.
Yeah, and the defense is actually quite good coming in from RSG. They do have a lot of wave clear. And again, going back to the point, Onic doesn't have a lot of end game. They don't have much range. Even their mage has to go around mid-range to deal damage.
And at the same time, if we look at the, you've said that it's really about the range for Onic. Now, if we look at the hero composition of RSG, they have the range. They even have a hero that could spot the back lane of Onic. So Aqua is at 2-0-0. Even Eman hasn't had a taste of a kill or even an assist. So he has the farm, he has the items, as mentioned by Umi.
Oh.
Probably this is it.
Yoshinu gonna go in, couldn't find what he was looking for. Jam jumps in though with the penalty zone, looking for more. Yoshinu gonna go in with the way of the dragon. Immortality gonna be popped. Nether Realm comes through as well, looking for the damage.
Here comes Nats.
Going towards the backside, but they lose Irad. They're getting collapsed on. Flicker with Super Prince comes in with a stampede. They're looking for more. Nas gets a kill before he's stole away. He heals up with the Shy Energy. They're still in the game here, but Nets is unleashing. Jam goes in again to clean it up, and it's nothing but Nets as they reverse sweep RSG.
A taste of their own medicine.